Ci siamo belli, tutto allagato.
Italy and Spain, two countries in southern Europe, were hit by a severe storm. From 9 to September 13th, 2025, a severe storm hit the island of Elba around noon on Tuesday, September 9th. It brought heavy rain and widespread flooding. Several streets in the lower part of the historic center between Via Carducci and Piazza Cavour, as well as the artisan district, were flooded. Landslides were also reported along the provincial road SP26 in the Lugrot area. In Portoviejo, where more than 34 millimeters of rain fell in just 15 minutes. On Tuesday, heavy rain caused landslides in the Forno area of Elba, cutting off road access and temporarily isolating about 200 residents, firefighters said. And on the same day, the Italian island of Elba received nearly 3 inches of rain in an hour. This is the third flooding on Elba in less than a month, after similar storms hit the island on August 20th and 22nd. Further rainfall of another 50 millimeters fell in just a few hours, causing the Valer di Lazzaro and Concha rivers in Portoviejo to overflow their banks and causing flooding in surrounding areas. The Civil Protection Agency reported widespread but uneven rainfall across the region. The heaviest rain fell in the Alba region of Livorno and parts of the Standaluga. The storm cells produced a total of almost an inch of rain in less than 5 minutes. The latest report in the affected areas is 4.2 inches. Civil protection officials said nearly 70 millimeters of rain fell in less than an hour, forcing rescue teams to intervene in the affected areas. Emergency services responded to more than 400 interventions, including flooded basements, stuck vehicles, and blocked streets. The weather forecast warns of more scattered thunderstorms, especially in the western provinces, with local intensity in the next few hours. Travelers and visitors are advised to limit their travel and avoid low-lying areas. Stay at home and do not use vehicles until further notice, and follow the instructions of local authorities. Municipal forces cleared the drains to avoid the accumulation of water. The city's groundwater exceeded the capacity of the drains in several areas. It flooded the street and stopped transport. Schools and public institutions were temporarily closed. In Portofreio, Mayor Tiziano Nocentini signed a decree to activate the Municipal Civil Protection Operations Center after the violent storm and the orange weather alert. By late afternoon, the water had begun to recede. But the mayor still urged residents to stay indoors, warning that traffic was blocked in all directions and that rescue teams were working hard to restore safety before more rain was forecast for the evening.
Non è quello tuo, eh? Io dico che...
Meteorologists explained that the flooding in Spain was caused by the simultaneous interaction of several weather phenomena. A coastal low-pressure system over the western Mediterranean met a trough of cold air in the middle layers of the atmosphere, creating very unstable conditions. The influx of moisture from the sea, the collision of moist winds with the hills, and their rapid ascent caused the formation of convective cells. And in a short period of time, they produced very heavy and torrential rainfall. This sudden rainfall exceeded the capacity of the city's drainage systems and led to destructive flooding with the runoff concentrated on streets and roads. Late in the evening, the bad weather also hit the island of Giglio, off the coast of Marmara, where local authorities reported 67 millimeters of rain in less than an hour, causing flooding and disruption. The storm came after heavy rains in Elba, where more than 70 millimeters of rain was recorded in Portofreio. The downpours flooded streets and roads along the coast. Electricity and telecommunications services were disrupted. Emergency services were injured, and shipping operations were damaged. At least one death was recorded in a flooded house. 5 others were hospitalized with injuries sustained in slippery conditions. In Marina di Campo, an 81-year-old woman tragically died after falling from a flooded house. Both countries stressed evidence-based responses, prioritizing the evacuation of residents at risk, stabilizing infrastructure, assessing water and energy, providing medical care, and providing temporary shelter for those affected.
Se no glielo vado a pigliare io poi. Tanto ormai sono pratico. Brava.
Bisogna fermare un po' di roba però. Porca puttana, vera.
There is a risk of storms in the coming weeks, and precautions need to be taken. Storms Catalina and Elba are affecting parts of southern Europe with strong winds and local intensity. Authorities are working to strengthen infrastructure and coordinate emergency management to ensure people's safety. Thanks for watching. Follow the channel for more news and updates.